Okay, right? So let's read the story. So if you see such videos now, see previously we did not have access to all this, but now everything is at the doorstep or at your fingertips. What something, get motivated to do something more. This story should help you to reach your true height. What is your true height? You decide. Okay, so Michael Stone, who was a young boy and who was told by his mother that you should be able to visualize things and you should have dreams, and a day comes when your dream will be true. But his father said, no, 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 it is not just dreaming. You should be able to work hard. It is only with constant effort and disciplined work you will be able to achieve something. So, the combination of both of them, that is visualization as well as his hard work, he does wonders. So, he proves himself to be a person of true height in pole vaulting. So how is that? We'll see in the lesson. Okay, right? Mokshagnya, start reading the story. I want everybody to participate. Reading the story, I want everybody to do, and have all of you underline the words and wrote down the meanings.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Keep
Yes, ma'am.
keep answering, like unmute your microphones and answer. Then the class will be interesting. You know how do we do, right, in class. In the same manner, I want you to do. So whenever you get a new word, I want one of you to pitch in and then give me the answer, right? Can you see me clearly? Or shall I? Yeah, right.
True height. The story talks about the feelings of an athlete as he
Athlete.
pursues
It should be pronounced as athlete.
his
Hmm.
read about a nerve-wracking day of Michael Stone's life as he prepares to take the ultimate test of his sports career.
Okay,
It
what are
is
the new words in this? 1 minute. Pursues, what is pursuing?
follow or chase.
Follow
Follow
or
somebody.
chase. Yeah. Or all of you writing down the meanings. Those who did not write, you write down. Okay. Yeah. Read. Nerve wracking. What is nerve wracking?
Causing
Make you
stress
feel Cause nervous.
Stress or
Hmm.
and
anxiety.
anxiety.
Okay. Right. Next.
Make you feel nervous.
Make you feel
Nervous.
nervous. Very good. Hmm.
It is an awe-inspiring achievement that will leave you breathless.
Yeah. What is
His
awe inspiring? Something which surprises you, something which makes you feel amazed. Awe inspiring achievement that will leave you breathless. So, this story is about a person who pursues his dream, who constantly on his dream, and on a day when he had to face the competition, it was totally tensed. He was totally tensed, and but he takes the ultimate test of his sports career. He takes the ultimate test to prove his true height. It is an awe-inspiring achievement that will leave you breathless. Really, you will be aghast, like you will be shocked by the end of the story. Wow, is it possible for a person who is bent on or who is determined to achieve something in life? Okay, right. Yeah, read.
His, his palms were sweating. He needed a towel to dry his grip. A glass of ice water quenched his thirst but hardly cooled his intensity. The astroturf he sat on was as hot as the competition he faced today at the National Junior Olympics. The pole was set at 17 feet. That was 3 inches higher than his personal best. Michael Stone confronted the most challenging day of his pole vaulting career. This, the stands were still filled with about 20,000 people, even though the final race had ended an hour earlier. The
Okay,
pole
wait. Yeah, what are the new words in this?
Quenched.
Quenched. Quenched means What is
Satisfy the thirst.
Feeling
Yeah,
of
he was
thirst by
feeling
drinking
thirsty. He quenched his thirst by drinking ice water.
water.
Okay, good. AstroTurf.
An
An
artificial grass
artificial
is
grass
used
surface
in
used
sports.
for sports.
Very good. Yeah, AstroTurf is an artificial grass kind of thing. It's a kind of carpet which is used for sports activities. Good. Right. And then confront.
Confronted.
What is confronting,
Think
Bhargav?
about.
1 minute. One of huh?
To think
Come
about.
face to face with someone.
Confront is come face to face with someone. It is confronting
Challenge.
here is challenge. Face. Come face to face. Right. So the introduction talks about a boy who was very tensed, who was participating in the National Junior Olympics in pole vaulting event, and he was afraid because whatever he does generally above that, like the pole was set above 3 inches of whatever he would be doing. So that was something which was very, very challenging for him. And he had to confront, like he had to face that challenge. And the stands were filled with about 20,000 people. So Olympics is not a small event. So it was a very big event, and in that he was doing it. So it, like his mind, you just can visualize and you can imagine how he might be, even though the final race had ended an hour earlier. So everybody was eagerly waiting for the people to set that target. Okay, right, Bhargav, read the next part. I would like to see all of you participating actively. Don't just simply sit, because now we have a possibility of you people responding also, right? Yeah. Bhargav, read.
Yes, ma'am.
Ah.
The pole vault is truly glamorous event of the track and field competition. The sportsman combines the grace of a gymnast
Underline
and
that. All of you underline it.
with the strength of a bodybuilder. Pole vault also has the element of flying, and thought of flying as high as 2-storied building is a mere fantasy to anyone watching such an event. Today, it is not only Michael Stone's reality and
dream, it is his quest. Okay, what are the new words in this? Glamorous event. Glamorous event means which is very?
It is as long as beautiful.
Huh? Yes, tell me the meaning. Who wrote?
Having glamour.
Yeah, having like a kind of sense of beauty. It is not something which is uninteresting. It is an interesting event. Okay, combines grace of a gymnast with the strength of a bodybuilder. So he should be an all-rounder, not simply one thing is not possible. Pole vaulting also has an element of flying. Like you have seen, they should know how to fly also. And the thought of flying as high as a 2-storied building is a mere fantasy. It is just mere means, did all of you write down what is the meaning? Mere means? Only. Very good. Fantasy means?
Situations that are not true, that you just imagine.
Yes, imaginary situations are fantasy. Very good. To anyone watching such an event. So when you looked at that competition, did you think that it would be possible for you? Yes? Jaswita, did you see the video? You did not see. You came late to the class.
Mom, I saw, Mom.
You saw? So did you think that it is possible for us? Yeah? Tell me.
No, Mom.
No. So you generally, like when you look at it without proper practice or without mindset, you feel that it is possible only in imagination, not in reality. Okay. So, but this boy was trying for that. Today, it is not only Michael Stone's reality and dream, it is his quest. What is quest?
A long search for something.
Something that is different.
Yes. that quest is on. When you have that quest, how difficult you might feel, you will be able to achieve it. So his quest was on. Reality, dream, all that he did not consider, but it was his quest. It was his search for something. Okay, right. Jaswita, read the next part.
As long as Michael could remember, he
As
had
long
always,
as.
as long as Michael could remember, he had always dreamed of flying. Michael's mother read him numerous stories about flying when he was growing up. Her stories were always the ones that described the land from a bird's eye view. Her excitement and passion for details. Excitement and passion for details made Michael's dreams full of colors and beauty. Michael had this one recurring dream: he would be running down a country road. He could feel the rocks and chunks of dirt at his feet. As he raced down the golden lined wheat fields, he would always outrun the locomotives passing by. He would begin soaring like an eagle.
Okay, very
Where
good.
he flew would always
wait. Stop. Right. Yeah. Who is this? Lohit, can you explain? What is it about? Lohit? Hasrita? Kirtana? Girish? Can you all listen to me? Noel?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, explain this paragraph.
Third one, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes, what happened? You didn't read?
This paragraph explains about his mother, ma'am.
What about his mother?
His mother describes from a bird's eye view. Her excitement and passion for details made Michael's dreams full of color and beauty.
Yeah.
And Michael had many dreams.
So they were very vivid. Vivid means very clear, because she would explain everything in detail. What should we have? I keep on telling you what you should have.
An eye for detail.
An eye for detail. Very good. When you have an eye for detail, the picture will be very clear. Okay, right. Now I'll continue. What is country road? Country road means?
Village.
Yeah, road in a village. Yeah.
Where he flew would always coincide with his mother's stories. His dad, on the other hand, was not a dreamer. Birdstone was
Wait. Let's continue this. Okay. He would always outrun the locomotives. What is a locomotive?
A covered railway vehicle used for pulling trains.
Yeah. So locomotives are generally trains. Like if you see the parallel roads running along the side of the road, general road, you can run on the road and the locomotive will be passing. So this boy would always outrun. Outrun means he would
run or travel faster.
Yeah, he would run faster than the train. He would begin soaring like an eagle. So he would feel very happy, like run in such a manner that he would run as well as fly like an eagle. Like an eagle. That used to be his experience when he was running. Where he flew would always coincide with his mother's stories. His dad, on the other hand, was not a dreamer. Birdstone was a hardcore realist. He believed in hard work and sweat. His motto, if you want something, work for it. Either underline or write down. This is a very, very important quote. If you want something, work for it. So first, you should have a dream and you should know how to visualize for that, and then you should work for it. These three processes are very, very important. Even if one is missing, it will be not possible. That quest is very important. Quest, visualization, and then realization. From the age of 14, Michael did just that. He began a very careful and regimented weightlifting program. So as we saw, pole vaulting is a combination of running, weightlifting, bodybuilding. So all these, all rounder one should be. He worked out every other day with weights with some kind of running work on alternate days. The program was carefully monitored by Michael's coach, trainer, and father. So Michael's coach was now nobody other than who was
Father.
Yes, the father himself was the coach. Michael's dedication, underline this, D cube. Okay, we keep on talking about S cube, right? This is D cube. Dedication, determination, and discipline was a coach's dream. So he never gave up on the boy. Like always, he insisted on dedication, determination, and discipline. Without that, even if you dream, you cannot attain or you cannot fulfill your dreams. Okay. Manognya, can you increase the font a little? Besides being an honest student, Michael Stone continued to help his parents with their farm chores. Michael's persistence in striving for perfection was not only his obsession, but his passion. I want to explain this very much in detail so that you use it in your life. All of you, please pay attention. Besides being an honest student, so just simply concentrating on studies is not enough in life. To make your personality an all-round personality, what do you need? You should help parents with their farm chores. It was not in home, something putting this side, putting that side. No, he helped them in their farm chores. See, when you become more and more self-disciplined, you can do many things. It is not only your development, you can see for the development of your family as well. So he used to help them in their farm chores. Michael's persistence. What is persistence? Do things without giving up continuously. Huh?
Fact of continuation and opinion.
Yes. Striving. Striving is working hard. So all these are the qualities which are very, very much required for perfection. Not simply doing things just like that, but for perfection was not only his obsession. Obsession means you are filled with the dream all the while. And you cannot give up or you cannot stop doing it, but his passion as well. Passion is, what is passion?
A strong dream.
Yes, a strong dream and strong emotion, strong feeling. Okay, right? Kirtana, read that paragraph once. We'll stop with this and we'll continue in the next class.
Ma'am, same paragraph, ma'am?
Yeah, same paragraph.
Besides being an honest student, Michael Stone continued to help his parents with their farm chores. Michael's persistence in striving for perfection was not only his obsession, but his passion.
Okay, so this you relate to your lives also. Where do you want to be? Like, where is your passion and what is your dream? For that, what is your quest? How do you visualize yourself and how do you reach there? Okay, so for that you need to work hard. Mildred Stone, Michael's mother, wished that he could relax a bit more and be that free dreaming little boy. On one occasion, she attempted to talk to him and his father about this, but his dad quickly interrupted, smiled and said, "You want something? Work for it." That is the only formula. There is no shortcut. If you want something, you have to work for it. All of Michael's walls today seem to be the reward for his hard work. If Michael Stone was surprised, thrilled, or arrogant about clearing the bar at 17 feet, you couldn't tell. As soon as he landed on the inflated landing mat and with the crowd on its feet, with the crowd on its feet means everybody was cheering, clapping happily for his achievement. Michael immediately began preparing for his next attempt at flight. He seemed oblivious of the fact that he had just surpassed his personal best by 3 inches and that he was one of the final 2 competitors in the pole vaulting event at the National Junior Olympics. See, when he was filled with that hard work, nothing could stop him. So he achieved that and was getting ready for the next step. Okay. So he seemed oblivious. What is oblivious?
Not aware of.
Not aware of. Very good. He did not pay attention, or he did not even take it to his heart that he has completed one task, but he was preparing for the next task. Okay. What is the time? Are we running out of time?
Ma'am, still 2 minutes left.
Okay then. Right. Michael cleared the bar at 17 feet and 2 inches and 17 feet 4 inches. Again, he showed no emotion. Constant preparation and determination were his vision. Underline that. Okay. Increase the font. As he lay on his back, and heard the crowd groan, he knew the other vaulter had missed his final jump. He knew it was time for his final jump. Since the other vaulter had fewer misses, Michael needed to clear this vault to win. A miss would get him second place. Nothing to be ashamed of, but Michael would not allow himself the thought of not winning first place. So whether you win or lose, that's different, but you should aim high. That is called sporting spirit. Like whether you achieve first or second, you don't feel bad, but at least you aim high, that you become like you are happy with whatever you're doing. So that's what he wanted. Nothing to be ashamed of. Like you don't need to feel bad, but he wanted that first place. He rolled over and did his ritual of the 3 finger-tipped push-ups. He found his pole, stood and stepped on the runway that led to the most challenging event of his 17-year-old life. So he was 17-year-old at that time. So now he was ready for the last achievement. Okay, until then he has reached the level where he could be part of the final competition. Okay, clear?
Yes.
Shall we stop? We'll do it in the next class. The runway felt different. Now all of you read the story and I want all of you to tell me your reaction when you read the full story. How did you feel? What do you feel you have to do? Or what do you feel is possible in life? Think that way. Okay, the story you can understand. Now that all of you have written down the meanings and did your homework, you will be able to understand the story. But how you can apply it to your life, how we can do things to at least be happy with our own selves, like not for others or somebody, but at least for your own self, what best you can do, right? So read the story thoroughly and then come up with your explanation during the next class, right?